Looks like you got this
Shoot
one
them out of the sky!
In a bind.
Explosion! Go for the weak point! By the power of flame! Got it! Finish without a trace! Now's our chance!
You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Explosion! I'll heal you all!
Leave the enemy's arc to me.
Hey, no good place here. Burn in hell. What a explosion! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
By the power of flame!
Now you see what I can do! In a bind! Sonic thrust! I'm on it! You're mine! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Healing circle! By the power of
Thanks, Shio.
flame!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Explosion! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Finish it!
Here! Redwell!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Not too shabby, if I do say so myself.
Far more than the power I can conjure alone, that's for sure.
Was that a compliment?
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
Forgive you!
Throbs in pain.
Ignite!
Radiant!
Flame inside me! Yours! If I can
Far
burst
through
through them!
next week!
Can't get out of this! Rising Wyvern!
I'll bring you down!
Rising Phoenix!
Finish without a trace!
There you go! Don't let up!
Getting started!
In here!
Will this help?
This will come in handy.
Healing circle! Healing power!
These sticks have got your name on them!
Throw that kid!
Rising Flame!
Explosion!
Raging Storm! All mine!
I'm on a roll now! By the power
Oh,
of flame!
now you're talking! Eat dirt! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike! Now
By the power of flame!
Now you see what I can do! In a bind? Denied! Try this! I'll finish you here and now!
A whirling struggle!
Here's the
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Rising Falcon!
Blaze lancer!
Finish it!
Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Pathetic!
Soaring Alpha! Ready to fly! The flame inside me!
Finish without a trace! They're not playing around! It's mine!
Now you see what I can do!
Not in your dreams!
I never fit!
Take this!
A whirling struggle!
Blazing flame!
I'll
See what happened there as you crossed me.
I can handle
Shouldn't have done that.
Heaven! First force!
Denied!
Healing circle! By the power of flame! Finish without a trace!
I'll crush you!
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it! Zephyr Trident! Hurricane!
You're mine!
Eagle Fly!
It looks like you got
Oh, Violent Guardian Wind! Card now!
Here I come!
This isn't ideal! Will they
I'll be
outright?
saving this one.
Eagle of
It's
Healing
Shadow
Circle!
Station!
Do it! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
No
By the
choice!
power of flame!
I can
Vanish
carve
without a
through
trace!
armor! No further! Dragon Claw!
I'm like bait to them!
Take it!
By the power of Frost and
One's
Red!
mine!
Airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Not on my watch! Here I go!
Finish it!
Raging one more! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Oh,
You're
Violent
open.
Guarding Wind!
Rising
Hard
Armor!
now! This is it! Crossblade!
Finish it!
Air thrust!
We managed to pull through. By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Demon Fang!
I can carve through. I'm just getting started.
Fang!
Here you go.
Those flying creatures are a real
Can't
pain
get
in the
out of
butt!
this!
That's your deal!
Go for the weak point.
To be let free!
Got it!
Now's our chance. Will this help?
Double Demon Fang!
Now I'm real mad. Healing circle.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our hands.
Yes, ma'am.
You require a hand.
Here I come!
Can't get out of this!
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. By the power of flame. Vanish without a trace.
Double tap!
Super claw.
Explosion!
Power there. It's over. Zephyr Trident. Eagle assault. Do it. Alphen. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get
Here
out.
I come! Raging Flame! Wind! Not today!
now we'll
Now
never
you see what I can. Now I'm in the
This
groove.
is gonna need all of us
get
together!
out of this!
Eat this.
Healing circle! Raging cascade!
It's weakened!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
It was nice while it lasted. Far enough. Divide.
Ah!
The waters have created
This one's mine!
You require a hand.
Be still!
Alright!
I can carve through all these
In a bind? Coming
Charge
through!
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Scarlet Inferno!
By the power of flame. Vanish without a trace. Eagle fly.
Ignite!
Explosion! Heal!
Hurricane. This is Eagle. I'm just getting started.
Glacial Spear.
Now!
Evil!
Redwell! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Step back. This one's all alone.
Out of our
way!
Lightning condemned!
I'm on it!
Freeze Lancer! I never miss! If it's in the sky, it's
They look
mine!
cute and stuff,
But there's never
Take this! Flying freeze!
What you think to sit still?
Sion, can you take care of that?
Now get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one! Already on!
I do!
Far enough! Freeze Lancer! By the power of
Lightning
wind!
strike!
Rain down
Lightning
and
strike!
purify all! Explosion!
Flaming thrust!
An asteroid?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Get on now! Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
You're open! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
Get lost! Think again! Water, hear my call!
This one's all mine! Carved through armor! You picked the wrong fight! It can
I'll
hide
heal
its
you
own!
all!
Amazing!
Healing circle! Will this help? I never miss! The waters
Can't get
of
out of
creation!
this.
Now I'm in the groove!
Dance, immortal droplet!
Nothing gets by me!
Heal! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Seal! Clear! By the power of flame! Seal! Vanish without a trace!
I'll smash you! Win!
Dance in the wind! Explosion!
Came between heaven and earth.
No further! I really owe you.
Thanks, Sion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace! Grab and ready! You're mad! That'll bring you down!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
Illuminate the dark!
This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't
Now
feel
I'm
so
real
good.
mad! Now we're
What
not
would I do without the seal?
In a bind?
By the power of flame! Vanish with the...
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike!
I'll heal you all!
Demon Fang! This one's mine!
I felt fine not too long ago. Let's tear him
Not in this dream.
Do it! Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We're still standing. Barely.
I'm like bait to them!
There! One more! By the power of
I can carve through armor!
Dear throb.
Came between heaven and earth.
This one's mine! It's a duel of the arm! I never miss! Eat dirt!
Now I'm in the groove! Hit a word!
Where are you going?
Now you're talking!
You're really, really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
The enemy feels ours too.
We'll soon see about that.
It's time! Now you see what I can do! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Demon Fang!
Vanish without a trace!
All mine!
You get the tip.
Vanish without a trace!
I'm right behind you! Demon Fang! Incinerator Blade!
You
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. Come and get it.
It's time! Portal Blade!
I'll stop its tongue!
Thanks, Kitara. Too much to handle?
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Will this help? Let them
Not
water
today!
handle this.
I really owe you so much for
I
sitting
don't
this
even
fight
know
out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that isn't silly.
Kitara, go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
I've used a bit too much healing. The Zeugles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all 6. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
smells nice.
I must admit.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You want some?
Well, I'll be. I'm not accustomed to such offers, but I'll gladly partake. It's quiet tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think there are even any Zeugles lurking around for once. Is this one of those times where people would start playing music?
My, have our talks sparked an interest in such arts?
I wouldn't go that far. But from what I've seen, there's a lot more to life than just swinging swords and getting into fights all the time.
You wouldn't have gone without that knowledge for so long, had we Renans not pillaged your planet. Words cannot express how sorry I feel.
300 years of bad blood is too much to lay on one person's feet. That's something a man I admired once said.
I appreciate the sentiment. I pray that once all of this fighting is over, you'll be able to finally find a purpose for yourself, other than simply fighting.
You know, it's strange. I haven't given much thought about what I'm actually going to do with my life once our quest is all over. The only thing I've ever been good at in life is swinging my sword around and hitting things.
Then perhaps it's time for you to begin to contemplate what else you wish to do in life.
Aside from fighting... I guess you've got things like your music and antique collecting to look forward to after all.
Well, I'm sure you have other interests as well. From what I can tell, you seem to be rather interested in weaponry and Renan machinery, yes?
I'm only interested in weapons when it comes to how easy they are to use. And as for technology, I don't know a damn thing about it.
If you have the interest, you can always learn. Being able to understand and create technology that supports and improves lives is always valuable.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for studying. You're right, there's stuff I wouldn't mind knowing more about, but...
That was merely a hypothetical example. My point is that sometimes you can find the answer in the things that you like and already do.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, I know. If we're talking about things I like, what if I tried opening a spicy food restaurant?
Not bad. Although your customer base may be limited.
I feel bad making you my life coach when I originally just wanted to drink together.
Think nothing of it. It is the least I owe you. My life wouldn't be what it is today had you and your friends not come to Vicint. In fact, I think I may owe you all more than I could ever hope to... Alphen? We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Once we finish eating, we should get going.